Coming down to the last couple of videos, Nails Harbors fans. Just want to make a short notation why there were certain vehicles near the movie set. This is set 60044. It's a police command vehicle. You've seen in another video. I just stripped it down a little bit and made it into a transport. And as you can see, me and my lovely wife represented ourselves as Lego figures, being directors and producers and writers for the movie studio itself. And as was her idea, I thought it only fair that she got more top billing than I did. I did a lot of the directing, and she did much more of the writing and producing. So she was my boss. Anyway, at least when it came to movie studio stuff. And again, here's a transport truck that would simply move tons of very heavy and complicated equipment, cameras and of course computers and sets and that kind of thing. Just your straight 18-wheeler moving material items to an exterior set, i.e. one of the provincial parks, one of the federal parks, and so forth and so on. And as you can see, I even made slight changes to the cabs in terms of lighting, the idea of the trucks being very similar, but maybe slightly older, slightly different, maybe even by a sort of another company. And we'll roll our little friends away there. And down here we have how many campers you would have found. This is where all the cast would have been staying, 2 or 3 per trailer depending. Obviously I couldn't do every trailer. There'd be more than just 4 trailers for a movie set. But just to give that ambiance to it. And of course, once the company became successful with several of its films and TV shows, I would have, having been the director, would have said that it was absolutely necessary that we get company helicopters and use them to ride around, to cart around equipment. It certainly wouldn't be for the fun and joy riding of being in a helicopter. And finally, this little fella, the idea of there being little go-karts or bikes or smaller vehicles. This is just from a small city, $6 or $7 set, I'm sure. But instead of having trash bins on it and brooms and shovels, it just would have been a useful little go-kart for carting around cast members to their trailers at the end of a hard day, or just for running errands and moving personnel around. And most of my ideas for what kind of equipment you might find with a film studio, what kind of things they would buy, again, sort of came from my watching the appendices of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and then The Hobbit. That's it. That is the end of that video. Just sort of, we could go through exact set numbers. I do believe it was 60057 for that camper. For this camper, it was set 4435, an older version. The helicopter obviously comes from a hospital set. It's just a converted hospital helicopter that I showed you earlier. And of course, the helicopter in the back is a police helicopter from a police set, where a police helicopter takes off from one of the trailers. So many police sets, so many numbers. It will take you a long time to find that one. But I'm coming to a close. I'm getting tired. And half of you probably don't even care if what set it is. So afraid that's all you're going to get from me in that terms. And I've just got one more set, and that's the Ranger set to talk about. And the forestry people that enforce and take care of the national parks. So we'll see you in the last video. Bye-bye.